And here is the hot stuff everybody's been waiting for, right? This is huge. Erika just announced that she is 8 weeks pregnant with what would be her third baby with Charlie Kirk. Only problem is that Charlie died 10 weeks ago. The numbers just don't add up. The story is gaining huge traction online as people speculate on who the father could be. However, coupled with the fact that J.D. Vance's wife seems to have taken off her wedding ring, it seems obvious. Wow. So I guess the first place we're going to have to look to really understand what's real is right here, where Erika addressed the viral photo of her hugging J.D. Vance, saying she's just deeply affectionate and intense hugs are part of her love language. She even joked with Megyn Kelly that if she grabbed JD's instead, people wouldn't have been nearly as mad. Well, I don't know. His wife is not wearing a wedding ring. So, by the way, if you guys can hear in my tone, I'm not taking this super serious, but a lot of people online are, so we're going to talk about it.
So you did get married.
Yes.
You have 2 kids.
2 precious babies.
And you told me this in private, but how many kids did you guys want to have?
We wanted to have 4. Yeah. And I was praying to God that I was pregnant when he got murdered.
Oh, wow. I thought of that once. Just like whether it was meant to be or whether we'd get news like that.
I was like, oh, goodness, that would be the ultimate blessing out of this catastrophe. So now when I see young couples, I tell them, please, don't put it off. Especially if you're a young woman, don't put it off. You can always have a career. You can always, go back to work. You can never just go back to having children. And they grow so fast and so quickly, but I was praying, both of us were. We were really excited to just expand our family.
Thank God you have the 2.
I know.
Thank God.
Boy and girl, I know.
One day they'll find out. Right now they're just, little loves. And one day they'll find out that they're Charlie Kirk's children, and they'll know what that means.
Hi guys, so rumors are exploding everywhere about Erika Kirk, Charlie Kirk's wife, and MAGAs don't know what to believe. Some people are saying she's pregnant after Charlie Kirk's death, but is it real or just another white story? So today we are breaking down the rumors, seeing what people are saying, and exposing why this is causing so much chaos. And this is just the beginning. I'm Tiana and you're watching Tiana's React, and I really appreciate every single one of you supporting me. Now let's dive in and see what is true and what is not.
Erika, please stop it. This is the face of someone who is sick and tired of seeing Mr. Kirk's wife on my screen, wiping away invisible tears, crying these crocodile tears, in what can only be described as a scene out of the Hunger Games. Did y'all see Erika over there with Megyn Kelly? What the hell is going on, y'all? What in The Handmaid's Tale Serena Joy is happening? She's wiping away invisible tears. She's crying and carrying on about how she prayed that she was with child when her husband lost his life. She's overly explaining the inappropriate hug that she gave to J.D. Vance. What is going on here? She's mourning, but she's wearing a smoky eye. I'm telling y'all, if all else fails, these people could survive in Hollywood as actors and actresses without a shadow of a doubt. They would do well. Miss Kirk would do well. Because, girl, with all the wiping she be doing, ain't no tears falling. Homegirl was like, listen, ladies, you could always have a career, but you can't always just go back to having kids. So you need to have them kids and just do the career thing after. Erika, please.
Forgive me. Did you see people didn't understand the hug that you and JD had? They went to the weirdest places, Erika.
Oh my gosh. You guys, Please. So for those of you who know me, I hug is
Yes,
like,
you're an intense hugger. It's
whoever
awesome.
is like hating on a hug needs a hug themselves. I will give you a free hug anytime you want a hug. My love language is touch, if you will. But seriously, that hug. So I will give you a play-by-play. They just played the emotional video. I'm walking over, he's walking over, I'm starting to cry. He says, he's so proud of you. And I say, God bless you. And I touch the back of his head. Anyone who I've hugged that I have touched the back of your head when I hug you, I always say, God bless you. That's just me. If you want to take that out of context, go right ahead. Again, that to me shows that you need a hug more than anyone else. So if anyone...
They were acting like you touched the back of his ass.
I feel like I wouldn't get as much hate if I did that versus... But no, seriously, so now when I go and hug people, I'll bring them back in and be like, I obviously didn't give you the right hug. Like, come, let me touch the back of your head.
Go?
I don't know what to do with my hand.
Can't touch that.
Erika Kirk is not pregnant. I'm having a lot of people tag me in a lot of videos, but there are no reputable sources saying that she is pregnant. And a lot of people are mixing up the fact that she said she prayed to God that she was pregnant when she found out Charlie was shot, but she is not actually pregnant.
And I was praying to God that I was pregnant when he got murdered.
Wait, what? Come on, guys. Is she really saying that she wishes she was pregnant? That she had gotten pregnant by Charlie before he was... Like, are we for real? How selfish is that, first of all? Seems a little selfish to me that you would want a baby born that never met his father. A baby that never met its father because the father was assassinated. You want a baby to be a memory of that? Like, I don't know, y'all. Is it just me or does that sound kind of like, I don't know. I'm not feeling Erika Kirk. I think it's a bunch of BS what she's saying, and what she's saying here I think is completely wrong.
This is all alleged and rumored. However, the streets is talking and they saying that Erika Kirk is pregnant. Now, the controversy behind this, if you haven't heard, is the fact that she's 8 weeks pregnant, allegedly. Now, keep in mind, her husband, Charlie, was unalive 10 weeks ago. So, 10 weeks, 8 weeks. If this is the case, then that's clearly not Charlie's baby if she's 8 months pregnant. But what the kicker is to me is this. Y'all remember how she was grabbing and caressing this man's head and whatever? Now the conspiracy theories start rolling in because, hold on now. If he was unalive 10 weeks ago and just 8 weeks, you're classified as pregnant theoretically, then if it's not Kirk's baby, then whose is it? And if this is the case, then this would make sense why Kirk had to be pushed to the side. My theory, it didn't have shit to do with him standing up for fake Israel. I think this is the reason that got Kirk unalive. Because what if it's a high official politician who was secretly messing with Kirk's wife, got Kirk's wife pregnant? Now we have to do PR control, because if the media gets out that that's not his baby, obviously the blood test will reveal who's the father if it isn't Kirk. So with Kirk out of the way, they probably feel like they won't have to do a DNA blood test, and that they can just say, hey, this is Kirk's baby. And I believe this is why she tried to get in front of the media to say, hey, I was always praying that when Charlie Kirk died, that he impregnated me. What if you already knew you was pregnant? And what if you went to the guy who got you pregnant and devised a scheme in order to save your ass and in order to save his ass?
I am seriously creeped out by this woman, and I want to know what you guys think, but the woman is unwell. So she just went on Megyn Kelly, another unwell person, went on her show and was like, I prayed to be pregnant in the wake of my husband's unaliving. I'm sorry, what? What? You would bring a child into this world without a father? Like, that's... Doesn't their kind make fun of single mothers? I guess it's noble to be a widow. I don't know. This on top of Usha Vance appearing without her wedding ring. I don't know. I'm not saying, but I'm wondering. I want to know what you guys think. I just think it's beyond creepy to be making these statements. And then she's doing more press for this situation than Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo are doing for Wicked. Like, am I wrong? Like, I've seen this woman more than I've seen them. Who's home with the kids? And I'm not one of those people that's like women should stay home, but like they just lost their dad. This is just bizarre behavior. I want to know what you guys think about this, because every time I see her, I get extremely uncomfortable. And if I see her dabbing at those non-existent tears anymore, I'm going to rip my hair out.
So I was looking at my feed, and there's so many people saying that Erika Kirk said that she's pregnant, that she's expecting... No, she didn't say that. If you go and you watch her interview, she literally says she prayed that she was pregnant. She hoped that she was pregnant by him before he passed on. That's not an uncommon thing that people want. People want to have that reminder of their loved one. If that's in the form of a newborn, if that's in the form of their current children, whatever the case might be. But please stop. Stop saying that, oh, she's pregnant, oh, whatever. No, that's not what she said at all. She said she prayed and hoped that she was pregnant by him before he passed away. So stop spreading rumors. Stop saying that she is. She didn't say that she was. She said she hoped and prayed. That's it. Have a good day.
Who made up the rumor that Erika Kirk is pregnant? I saw some people saying, oh, go check her IG. I saw it on a few comments or whatever. Went to the girl IG. I don't see anything where she said that she was pregnant. So if you have the confirmation from Erika Kirk, see, y'all is just doing too much. I think I even saw it on TMZ, allegedly. Like, what is going on? They saying the lady says she's 10 weeks pregnant. But Charlie Kirk died, 11, 12 weeks ago? So they're trying to say, like, she the Virgin Mary, bitch. But where did the girl say she was pregnant? See, that's what the social media situation gotta stop, yo. Like, a rumor could literally swarm around. Now, granted, I have posted about a few things over time that wasn't necessarily accurate, but I retracted my statements, bitch. I wants to see the proof. Show me where that woman said she was motherfucking pregnant for her husband, and he gone.
You know, sometimes God don't give you what you prayed for. He gives you what the world needs. And I mean that wholeheartedly. Erika Kirk, who is Charlie Kirk's widow and now the CEO of his company, ironically enough, said that she prayed that she was pregnant after Charlie Kirk was, taken out. And I just know that God heard that request on a prayer line, and he said, don't nobody else want that. Don't nobody else need that. We don't need no more recreations. We don't need no more of that running around. Now, I personally still believe that this was all a setup by her and JD to take her husband out so they could be together and take over his organization, allegedly, or whatever I'm supposed to say, so I don't get sued. But I believe this was an inside job and Buddy got backdoored and they don't want to tell us that. But however you want to spin it, we don't need no more of anybody with this little doohickey flip over comb to the side terrorizing us. We don't need no more of it. So thank God for answered and unanswered prayers.
Rumor circulating that Erika Kirk is 8 weeks pregnant. And by now, if you don't know who Erika Kirk is, this is Charlie Kirk's widow. And Charlie Kirk was assassinated 11 weeks ago. I've heard everything about Erika Kirk, down to the conspiracy theories to who her parents are, what her parents do, how they raised her, the stuff with JD Vance, the stuff with President Trump. I've heard everything. But this is by far the craziest thing I've heard being spread on the internet. Like, this one cannot catch a break. Sure, I totally understand that some of you sit there and judge her because she's up and out doing all these things, even though Charlie Kirk just passed away 11 weeks ago. But you have to remember that everybody grieves differently. And I haven't addressed any of the conspiracy things that I've heard about Erika Kirk because those are like really touchy things and pretty sensitive. But this one, let me guess, you guys are going to start rumors that it's JD Vance? JD Vance's baby daddy? Outstanding. Just outstanding. But here's my 2 cents. If Erika Kirk is really pregnant and we have all these conspiracies about her, do you really think that she would announce that she's 8 weeks pregnant, knowing that it would make her look bad? Do you really think she would even keep the child, knowing that it would make her look bad? Because, yes, she's a woman of God and she carries herself as a high Christian woman. But if the conspiracies are true, then she's really not who she portrays herself to be. Therefore, she wouldn't care about getting rid of said pregnancy. Yeah, mind-blowing, right? Let me know what you think in the comments below. There's currently a rumor circulating that Erika Kirk is 8 weeks pregnant. And by now, if you don't know who Erika Kirk is, this is Charlie Kirk's widow. And Charlie Kirk was assassinated 11 weeks ago. I've heard everything about Erika Kirk, down to the conspiracy theories to who her parents are, what her parents do, how they raised her, the stuff with JD Vance, the stuff with President Trump. I've heard everything. But this is by far the craziest thing I've heard being spread on the internet. Like, this woman cannot catch a break. Sure, I totally understand that some of you sit there and judge her because she's up and out doing all these things, even though Charlie Kirk just passed away 11 weeks ago. But you have to remember that everybody grieves differently. And I haven't addressed any of the conspiracy things that I've heard about Erika Kirk because those are like really touchy things and pretty sensitive. But this one, let me guess, you guys are going to start rumors that it's JD Vance? JD Vance's baby daddy? Outstanding. Just outstanding. But here's my 2 cents. If Erika Kirk is really pregnant and we have all these conspiracies about her, do you really think that she would announce that she's 8 weeks pregnant, knowing that it would make her look bad? Do you really think she would even keep the child, knowing that it would make her look bad? Because, yes, she's a woman of God and she carries herself as a high Christian woman. But if the conspiracies are true, then she's really not who she portrays herself to be. Therefore, she wouldn't care about getting rid of said pregnancy. Yeah, mind-blowing, right?
So guys, is Erika Kirk really pregnant? Well, right now it's just a rumor, no facts, no confirmation. Magas are in total confusion and the story keeps spreading, but nothing has been proven. So guys, remember, always separate rumor from reality. Well, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. I really appreciate, and I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. And please, if you've not liked, please do well to like, share, and of course, subscribe to keep the channel moving. Till next time.